Okay, this is deck profiling for a deck I like to call Storm version 2. It's basically to get the whole Nine Tails out. So basically you have a turn 0 Conqueror, which is turn 0 you can get him out fast. He has a turn 0 hand cost attack of 2. Basically good. Alright, so you have Zondo. Basically all just to get them out. I have one of those. Onko Childhood is very good for a turn 0. She has attack of 3. And when she's discarded, you can search your deck for Naruto CCG. Right? You can move this to your chakra area instead. They have Tauntaun. Basically also a good turn 0 to get out. Female ninjas get -1 entrance cost. You have Epidemic Officer, turn 0, support of 2. When you can, during a mission, exchange jutsu, you can remove this card. You can heal target ninja. Which is also good. Say if you have an injured ninja, you have this card in hand, you can remove it. Mizuki Childhood. He is also good for a turn 0 because he has a strong attack with turn 3. I mean, attack of 3, sorry about that. Mini Katsuya, also good. When this ninja is put in play, you can heal. You can heal one of your injured ninjas, which is also good. Also has a low 1 of a support. Have one Matsuri Childhood, and basically it's good for when you have the same team as Gara the Desert. If Gara can, this ninja is not counted in the number of ninjas, so you can have more. You can have a total of 4 ninjas if you have Gara, technically. Turn 0 Lord Sagi. When this ninja is discarded, due to showdown, your opponent cannot draw any cards next turn, so he's also good. Let's say you have a turn 2. Turn 0, and you see your friend, whoever you're playing with, you can draw them out. So here's my turn 1 to Yuya. I have 1. So turn 1 with the attack of 1 with the supported 3. She's also ambush, which is very good. So you can ambush her out. But here comes really when the whole Nine-Tail parts comes around. I have 3 clone Narutos. So basically what this allows me to do, I could search my deck for any card with Uzumaki in it. So basically what I would do if I have 1, I would search for 1 more. I'd search for 1 more. And then I would probably draw out Kushina. I have 3 of those. And with Kushina, while you have a Naruto Uzumaki, this ninja gets +1/+1. Also, both attacks are valid. All your tail beast, ninja cards, and animal cards with a printed entrance cost of 7 or more. You get -2 hand cost and -1. This is also good for getting out the 9 tails for countering up on it. So basically, you get those out with the clones. You have a good thing. And my turn 2, I have 1 Gara the Desert, which basically goes, he's a powerful turn 2 with attack of 5, 0 hand cost, just draw power, 5 support of 1. Injured, he is also a 5. Here comes my boy Haku. I only have 1 of these in these deck, but he always comes through for me. He's also ambush, a mental of 2, attack of 5. When he's injured, he's attack of 3. With both of those support of 2. And Ren Yugan, turn 2. I just basically use her for support and when you need her, pawns basically. So right here I have 3 Naruto Uzumakis that you could chain up with for the start of it. So it's like during your mission phase, if you have 3 or more chakra, you can discard this card in case you can play out 1 Nine-Tails clip. He has an attack of 3. When he's injured, he has an attack of 6. I have 1 Sakura Haruno. So basically this is just for also support and attack for turn 3. If I don't have anything to play, I would play her. Attack of 4, support of 3. My turn 4s, I have 1 Gara the Desert. And at the beginning of the showdown, if this ninja was not the user of a jutsu during this turn, you can select 1 ninja battling against the user. Then your entrance cost of 3 or less, and you can injure that. So basically it's a turn 4, and you have, your opponent might have ninjas 3 or less if you win first, and you don't use a jutsu, you can injure one of his ninjas. Which is good. With an entrance cost 3 or less, his attack is 5 when he's injured, he's a 4. The turn 4, I have the 4 tails Son Goku. This also works good, very good with the 9 tails, because you could put him out later in the game, and when any tail beast would receive any damage, you give 1 damage to the opposing user. Also, when any tail beast would receive any damage during to a jutsu, you would also give 1 damage to the user. He has attack of 6 with a support of 1, but when he's injured, he has a turn attack of 3 with 0 support. Turn 4, and Sasuke Uchiha. I basically put him in here because he's shiny, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, he has a good turn 4 with 0 entrance, 0 hand cost, attack of 6, support of 2 when he's injured is a 2. Then Kidomaru, turn 4. During the exchange jutsu, if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, you can discard 3 of your Water Chakra. In that case, negate and discard 1 jutsu card being played, which is very good if you're playing against somebody that uses a lot of jutsu to counter on you. But it also plays around with you playing with no hand most of the time. He has an attack of 6 with a support of 2 when he's healthy. When he's injured, you go down to 2. I skipped turn 5, so I really didn't need any. But I have Tsunade, which is a turn 6 with entrance cost, hand cost of 1. So when this ninja is deployed, I can search my deck for a Katsuya ninja card during my card in your deck and remove it from the game, keeping it face up. In that case, at the beginning of your next turn, move that card to your hand. So basically, I would go search for one and remove it from play. Next turn, I get to put it in my hand. If I want to play it, I'll play it. She has an attack of 8, support of 1 when she's healthy, and when she's injured, she's a 4-0. Next is Hanzo the Salamander. I like him because I could put him in my chakra area a lot, and then since he has 2 symbols, I could use him. I could discard him use him as chakra, and then I could actually ambush him out from the discard pile. He has an attack of 7/3, healthy, and an attack of 5, and a support of 2 when he's injured. And here comes the jutsu. I have 1 jutsu. Target 1 jutsu being played, injure the target, 2 random chakra. Very good. I have Shuriken, wind chakra, and 1 random. Targets +1/+1 for each card in your opponent's hand while this effect is applied. Very good if you're playing with a person, I would say, against Void, because a lot of turn market control and your cards keep on piling up. Chakra Blade. This is basically for back ninjas. Effect targets +0/+3, so it'll be good for a back ninja. Next one will be Shuriken, and target one battling against the user, 1 ninja. So the target's -3/-3 during this turn. Also good if you don't really have any cards, you just have 1 chakra, and your opponent is. If you want outstanding them, you could do that. Next is very good, Overwhelming Power. Also good for this Tail Beast deck, because basically you building up chakra with this. So it's 1 lightning, 1 random, requirement 6 or higher. In fact, you win 1 battle reward. Yes, you say I only have like 2 6s, but I didn't show you my reinforcement. So next is Double Impact. Target 1 ninja. In fact, the user gets +2/+2, and the target gets -2/-2. Also good against if you want to chain up with Shuriken, chakra blades. Very good. Next is Kunai. Kunai usually gets +3/+0. It really just says what it does. Nido Jizu is good. The effect usually gets +3/+0. Basically, most of my Jutsu cards are to help myself gain more power so I could give a damage or overwhelming victory to my opponent. Next is Twin Swords Hammer. Twin Swords Haramaki Hammer. Requirements: weapon. It is very hard to come by in this deck since there's only few. I can pay 2 chakra. In that case, I get +4/+4 during this turn. Then you can make 1 ninja opposing this user standby ninja with combat's less than that user. So basically, if your opponent has a team and your combat is higher than them, and you could basically make their head ninja a standby since your attack is higher than them, which is good. So next are my missions. Luxurious Meals lets me draw 2 cards from my discard pile to my chakra area and draw 1 card. Says for itself. Next mission card, Disaster of the Nine-Tailed Fox. You either draw 2 cards. Then if you have a ninja with entrance cost of 7 or more, draw 2 more cards, which means basically if I have a ninja in play, I can draw 2 more cards. Good for the Nine-Tails. Powerless. It's a counter mission for 2 turns. Attaches target printed power of this target becomes 0/0. If you attach this card to your opponent's ninja, they control this card, so it has its ups and downs. That means they can also use it against you, but it's good for when you're going to attack and your mission is they send out a powerhouse. Good. make their effect 0. Fierce Clash is another one. It's not permanent, saying target cannot be blocked by ninjas with a combat less than its combat during this turn. So basically, if you have a powerhouse team and your friend wants to block you, he really can't, because they can't be blocked with it. Less combat has to be equal or greater. Next mission card is Massacre. My friend Nick put me onto this card. It's very good. When any of your ninjas your opponent controls takes any damage to showdown, discard that ninja. So basically, just kills all of them. It gets hit. Next one is Ditched. I like Ditched because in case with the Ninetales deck, you're going to be using a lot of the lower level ninjas, basically as pawns, I should say, that, let's say, when you get hit, you don't want to take it because they might have a certain jutsu or mission card that might take out your whole objective is to get Ninetales out. Revenging is good when if you don't attack or anything, you can give 1 damage to one of your opponent's ninjas. So if you don't attack and if you don't attack and you just let them go through, block, you can give 1 damage. If that's already injured, you can take them out, which is very good. Daydreaming is also good. You get to draw 2 cards, flip a coin. If it's heads, you get to heal a ninja. If it's tails, place 1 growth coin. And also your maximum hand size goes up by 2, which is 8, which is very good. It's permanent. So every turn you draw 2 cards. Jealousy is also another good one. My opponent cannot draw any cards for the next turn. And then my last mission card is Pad. So when any ninja would receive any damage, you would just remove it from play. It's very good when you also try and protect it. My reinforcements all start off. I have 2 Naruto Ninetales cloaks. Basically, so each turn I get to move top 3 cards from my hand, from my deck to my chakra area. In return, if I have 5 or more during my mission turn, I get to bring out the Tail Beast form. I have 1 Tail Beast form. So also, this is another one, which it's a turn 5 with a hand cost of 1. Sorry, that Naruto is a turn 4 with a hand cost of 0. So this one is also the same thing. Move at the start of my turn, move the top 3 from my cards, from my deck to my chakra area. And if I have 10 or more, I can play 1 Four Tails. I have 2 Four Tails. Four Tails is also good because X equals the total number of cards in your chakra area, which can be very high. And at the end of your turn, you can give 1 damage to all of the ninjas with entrance cost less than the number of cards in your chakra. This is also like a double-edged sword because you could also hit yourself with that too. So just have ninjas out, and ninjas out that like level 0s, like pawns, as I should say, that you would use against them. And that's 4 Tails. And then I have 1 Six Tails. Six Tails basically, valid attacker, discard 1 Naruto Uzumaki 4 Tails in your village if I have 15 or more chakra. So basically the whole thing is to build up chakra with this whole deck. And when this card is put in play, you can discard all the ninjas. That at the end of the turn heal this ninja every turn. So this is a turn 8, and the Four Tails is a turn 6 with a hand cost of 1. But if you have Kushina out, this could be a turn 6. So basically you could wait till your turn 7 and you could bring this guy out. So that's a turn 7 right there. Since it's a 7 or more, you would go down to a turn 6 because Kushina's ability and no hand cost. And then the last but not least is the Ninetales, which is extra dirty. When you put this card in play, you win the game. So basically, if you want to play like, you can get battle rewards, your opponent can get battle rewards, or they can just keep on blocking, or you can let them go through whatever one you want to do. And this is a turn 9, but with Kushina it would be a turn 7. So basically you could play, since the Six Tails destroys every card, you could play Kushina first, then you could discard the Six Tails to bring out the Ninetales, and you would be able to win the game. It's a cheap way to win, but it's alright. I played with this deck a couple of times, and I played with this deck 5 times, won 4 out of the 5. So I think it's a very good deck, and I hope